Good morning everyone. So in today's video lecture we'll be seeing how to modify a text file. So let's see what does modification means. For example, if we have a file poem.txt in our same folder where Jupyter is, and this is the content of the file. Now if I want this is, all the is to be replaced by was or the, so this is called modification of file. So how the modification process will occur is like, it will read every word and will check whether it is or not. Okay, so it is reading this word, checking and pasting onto a new file. Okay, if it is not is, it is pasting onto new file. Then first hold is checked, it is not is, it will be pasted onto new file. Then fast is checked, not is, pasted onto new file. Now when is occur, so that time instead of is, was will be pasted to the new file. Okay, so this is happening in modification. Now we'll just see how the modification happens graphically. So first we will have a file, that is file.txt. The content of this file will be written, whatever content is required, like all that hold, fast and everything. And when is will be encountered, is will not be written to the new file. What will be written? Was will be written. Once all the contents are written from file to new file, your file 1 will be removed from the disk and this new file will be renamed as file.txt. So this is the whole process of modification. So if we have a program to modify the content of the text file, what all we need? So the very first thing what we need to have is, we have to open a file in read mode. So the file from which the content will be read. Then again the next file npoem.txt will be open for writing. New file will be open for writing. Each line will be read. Now if I need to replace a word, so for this each line will be read in a file. After a line is read from a file, it will be splitted on the basis of space. So whatever content is there, like if in a line we have Python program to modify the content of text file, now L will contain Python program to modify the content of text file individually. Now that is a list of words. Now again a single word will be picked from WD, and then that WD will be compared with the word which we have given. If the WD is, then it will be written to the new file. And what will be written? Whatever new content. So instead of is, I want to write was, so was is stored in new variable, so new will be written and plus space, because after every word we want a space to be there. Flag equals to 1. This flag indicates that we have encountered one of the word which is to be replaced. It will go for all the word in the file and then it will come out of this loop. If a single time a word is encountered, it will print record updated successfully, else it will write record not found and it will close both the files. Okay. Now here what we have to do, we have to enter the word to be replaced and the new word to which the word has to be replaced. So word has which word is to be searched in the file, and new has that the word is to be replaced by that new word. Now we will call the function. After we have done this replacement, we will remove poem.txt by writing os.remove, and for os we need to import os module, and then we will rename npoem.txt to poem.txt. So let's see this practically how we do. So let's see first how to separate words individually and then we will do modification. So we had a file called demo.txt and we are printing each lines. So you can see how we are printing each lines, right? Now, if I want each word to be printed, so for that what I will write is, I will write word equals to line, it is not line, it is I dot split. And when we don't mention anything, that means it will be splitting it on the basis of blank spaces, single blank spaces. Okay. Now, if I do this and I write print WD, so see what happens is, you will have each line as a list, right? And if you want a single word from all these lists, so what you need to do is, you need to write for W in WD, and then you need to print W. So if you do this, you will get each and every word printed. So this way you can fetch single words, right? So what we need to write, we need to first read lines. So the content of the whole file is into the variable lines. Now lines is read with for, it fetches one line at a time. The line is split on the basis of spaces and it creates a list in WD. Now from WD you can fetch single words and you can print. So here instead of print, I will just check. Like for example, if I have a question, I need to count number of words starting with vowel in file demo.txt. Okay, so if this is a question, what you need to do, so everything will be just what I did. Just take V equals to, in quotes, A E E I O O, and then U. Okay, so all in caps as well as small letters. Now I will be checking if the first letter, okay, so if W0 in V, if it is, then you have to do count equals to count plus 1, and here I will write count equals to 0, right? So after we come out from this loop, we can just print the number of words starting from vowel is, and then count. Okay, so let's run and sorry, I need to give a space and run. So it is 7. So if you see the content, so if you want to see the content, I will just write print and line, so we can just check that how many. So you can see computer science 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So 2 here, 3 4 5 6 and 7. So 7 words are starting from vowel. Okay, so in this same function, or you can say in the same program, we can just make little bit amendment and we will get the lines starting with vowel. Okay, so for that what you have to do, you have to remove this. Okay, there is no need of splitting and all, and then you will just check the lines. So I of 0, if I of 0 is in vowel, then you have to just write, and then this is for lines starting with vowel, and I'll run and I will get 0 because no lines are starting from vowel. But yes, if I make change to my program, that is the file demo.txt, I'll just open, okay, open, and this, and here I will write A, okay, and I will save, not exactly save as, I will just save here, click onto this, and then I will run. So I will have 1 because here I added A. Okay, so these are the simple programs how you can do. Now let's see how to modify. So for modification, the very first thing what we need to do is we need to have two files. So let it be in and out. So in is the file which we need to read. So in, let it be inp equals to open. So I'll be reading poem.txt. Now you will see I'm just writing poem.txt. I'm not writing anything desktop C or something like that. Why? I'm giving the relative path because I am working in the Jupyter folder and it has poem.txt in my file. So the same folder is my Python program and the same folder is the text. So I need not write anything preceding the file name. Okay. Now poem.txt, and I need to open it in read mode. So read is to be enclosed in single quotes. And then we will open a file that is a new file onto the write mode because we have to read and then. So for write we will be writing out. Okay. Now after this what we need to do is again we need to read all those words. So I'll just paste it from here itself. So I need to paste it from here. Now this is to be in a function, so I can just name the function as def replace. Okay, and then I will write w word which is to be search and new word, or you can write n word, right? N word which is to be replaced. Now here when I'm getting word I need to check w equal to, not w, it has to be word, or we can just write w equals to word. So if the w encountered is word, then what we need to do is we need to write onto the what file, what we need to write onto the file. If w is what we are searching for, like if it is, then instead of is I need to write was. So we will write out dot write and within bracket n word. So the content of n word plus the space. Okay, and flag is equal to 1. So I haven't mentioned flag, I can just mention flag. So all these will come in an indentation and then flag equals to 0. Now once flag is 1, we will have else. I'm not writing break here because there may be more than repetition of that word. If is there, so there can be more than one is in a file. So once we have got it, I'm not breaking out of the for loop. Okay, now else, and then I'll be writing what we need to do is we need to write the word what is there. So I will be writing simple w here. Okay, and then we will just check, we'll come out of the loop and we will just check about the flag. If flag equals to 0, that means we did not found the word. So we will write print record not found. Okay, and elsewise we will write record updated successfully. Print record updated successfully. Okay, now this is our function. Now we will also close the file, that is inp. So inp dot close. Okay, here instead of lines I just need to write inp. Okay, because input was there. Now anything else to be changed? I don't think so, right? So inp close dot close and out dot close. Now this is the function what we have, and now we will call this function. So I'll just call replace, and the word is to be replaced by was, and then I just have to import OS. Okay, now OS dot remove. What we need to remove? We need to remove poem dot text. So poem dot txt, and then we have to rename. Okay, so os dot rename. Okay, what we need to rename? We need to rename n poem dot text. So we'll just paste it from here. Control V, comma to poem dot text. So we'll just check. We'll run this. We get some errors. So INP is not defined. Okay, that has to be inside this. I'm so sorry. Record updated successfully. So now I will just check poem.text. Okay, so instead of is life is should be written, it is not written there, right? So life instead of life is was is written. You can see one was here and the other was here. So this is the modification of the text file. Thanks for watching.